You've seen the memes. You've heard about how everyone, including myself, is wondering just how will Vince Neil get in shape for this Motley Crue reunion tour? How long will the reunion tour last? Is this a one-off gig? Probably not. There are so many questions, but we finally have a response for at least one of them directly from Vince Neil himself, where he talks about what his plans are to get ready for that tour. For those of you who are in a box somewhere, earlier this year, Motley Crue released their film, The Dirt. They say that that film was so successful, it got them a whole new group of fans that want to see them perform live, and they're going to be doing a stadium tour with Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett. It's going to be a very big tour, no doubt about that, which again makes fans wonder, am I going to get my money's worth? Is Vince Neil going to be the best that he can be? Or are we going to see those memes again circulating where Vince Neil can hardly sing any of his songs? Well, evidently Motley Crue is paying attention to these concerns because earlier this month their manager did an interview where he addressed some of those concerns on the Fox Business Network. He said some of them are working with a trainer, some of them are working with a nutritionist to make themselves the best they can be. We were in November when the discussions were happening and these guys were already into regimens of how they get ready for a tour. Nikki Sixx, for his part, has been tweeting regularly about getting in shape. He shared the following: a lot of people don't understand. To lose fat and gain muscle, you need to eat more food mixed with the right kind of cardio and strength training. If you are starving, your body is going to hold on to fat and eat the muscle. I eat 25 macro balanced calories a day. I eat all day. Me too, Nikki. So anyways, we've heard from all these guys, but we haven't heard yet from the man himself, Vince Neil. Nobody's doubting whether or not Nikki Sixx can put on an energetic performance. We're just wondering if Vince Neil's going to be in shape. For his part, there's a new interview with Extra, and this was from their press conference, but it's just now being released, where he said the following: there's a lot of sacrifice. You have to do everything that you have to do because you're running around clubs, to running around theaters, to running around arenas, to running around stadiums. There's a whole big difference. You got to be ready for it. And for his part, Nikki Sixx said during the interview, we're going to go into hibernation mode. We're going to sleep for 6 months and prepare. The Crue's manager also said, let's see what Vince sings like and looks like when the tour goes out. Obviously, they are being very sort of in your face about Vince Neil getting into shape. It would be very odd if they sort of overpromised and undelivered here. But again, this was a band that went around for a couple of years on a massive press circuit with a contract saying they will never get back together again. So they're not exactly the most credible band when it comes to telling fans what their future intentions are. Now, with all of that said, I will say myself, I think that Vince Neil is going to get in shape one way or another, whether it's through intense cardio, working with a nutritionist, whatever it is, maybe bariatric surgery. I don't care how he gets himself in shape or how he gets himself healthy. What's most important is that he's healthy and they bring the best show possible to the fans for two reasons. Number one, you want everyone to be healthy. You want everyone to be the best they can. And then number two, you want the fans to get the best experience possible. So to be a positive thing if they're able to accomplish both. And I wish that does happen. And again, I think it's going to happen at this point. I said, you know, if they weren't really responsive to this, if they didn't say anything about this, or there was no mention of it from the band, I would have been more skeptical about it. But it does seem at this point that they're being so public about it that they probably are working with nutritionists and gym folks behind the scenes. I mean, this dude's job until like May of next year is to get in shape. It's really not that hard. He's not crazy out of shape. He can do it with like a full-time staff. There's a lot riding on this. They can get him in shape, and they're going to get him in shape. So let's see him down. I would like to see him down at about 160. We're going to get him down to about 160. I want to see him benching about 315 before the tour starts, and I want that demonstrated on video before the tour starts. Those are the terms. And then I will come and interview you guys about your health regimens from the number one muscle man himself. All right, so what do you think? Is Vince Neil going to be in shape for the tour? Are you going? Have you already bought tickets? Let me know in the comments down below. And be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates right here at Rockfeed. Everybody have a very happy new year. Also, if you haven't already, click the link in the description of this video. Subscribe to the second news channel, The Jobber Journal, so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates. You'll automatically be entered to win a pair of AirPods Pro. I haven't forgotten about the drawing that's coming up very soon. Anyways, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.